Hey guys, today we're going to be looking at Zeta Division GC. More specifically, we're going to look at their defense on Ascent. So they played 2 games recently on the GCC. I'll put you over to my monitor. They played the first game against FlyQuest, where they took 9 rounds on defense against, a weird comp against Deadlock. You can struggle with it, right? And then, especially against Falcons, they took every round on defense, where again, they're playing a weird double duelist comp. Some crazy stuff. So we're going to go in, we're going to take a dive first on the FlyQuest game, then on the Falcons game, and we're going to see, hey, what can we learn from this? Because, this is pretty crazy that they got that many rounds. So let's take a look. Alright guys, so as I said, first we're going to look at the game from FlyQuest. We're going to start from the pistol and check out a couple more rounds after that, right? So first of all, let's look at the buy from Zeta Division, right? Everything they do, it's kind of, we can look at it that it really is tailored towards the comp that FlyQuest are playing, right? So if we look, it's a Gen G buy, right? If you guys know Gen G, they always did this on main VCT. One Deagle, 2 Ghosts, 2 more Deagles, right? And what are their positions? They are fighting mid. They are fighting mid to the death, right? So we can watch a round play out and we can kind of understand why do they do this, right? So first things first, they're going to knife B just to have a look, and then they're going to all go push mid, right? So let's think about it. Why would they be pushing mid? Well, when we look at the comp of FlyQuest, they have the Deadlock, right? What does Deadlock have? Deadlock has a wall. And this means that it is very, very hard to retake on a pistol, right? So what they want to do is they want to play really aggressive and they want to retake from behind, right? So as the round plays out, we're going to see that. Okay, 1 kill happened. UR, I don't know, whatever. She got a kill as well. And basically, how are they going to retake? They're going to retake from behind, right? Because they understand, if we slow it down here, let's look at the setup from... who's it? Lace, right? Yeah, sorry, they had the sub today. I was going to say Sonder. But yeah, as you see, look, Deadlock wall here. Very, very hard to break on the pistol. Also, stuns here. Basically with Deadlock, right, the stuns can be anywhere you like. So I wouldn't say the pistol went perfectly for Zeta, but you can really see the kind of... It's well thought out, right? Against Deadlock, I think there's a pistol that makes a lot of sense. That you don't want to just, play a 3-2. If your 2 dies, then you have to play a retake with no positioning from probably CT. Maybe there's a wall, and that's, you can lose that round instantly. So instead, they take the game to FlyQuest, they get proactive, and they play a retake from the back. And in the end, we're going to see the flash reveal, they get out. And I'm not going to spoil it. Let's see what happens. But I think we can see with the HPs that are left, it looks pretty good, right? So, as we see, I didn't spoil it, but they did win. And yeah, I think that's just a great demonstration of how Zeta are really quite aware of the comp and also the round, right? Because every round, pistol round, gun round versus eco round, anti-eco round, blah, 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 they all change, right? So I think this is a great round to open up the game for FlyQuest. Alright guys, so now we're going to check out the bonus round. I'm going to just play it all the way through because it becomes a bit of a slow round. Basically, the first thing that happens is Zeta Division start off with an aggression on tiles. And if we notice right here, sorry, I actually already had it highlighted. Ev uses the drone here, right? So what we have to notice as well about FlyQuest comp, okay, it's not just, okay, Deadlock buffs them on the post plant, so you should play around that, great. But what else should you play around? You should play around the weaknesses, right? Which means FlyQuest do not have 2 initiators, they only have Sova. And especially here, Ev kind of made a mistake, I would say, instantly using the drone. Because now they have no drone for the rest of the round, right? As we see, they tried to do the smoke to pressure mid. But in the end, they don't know what's happening on mid. Okay, you can think that, yes, they fall back after the aggression. That's a normal thing, right? But still, they don't know that. It's been 40 seconds so far that we've watched. And nothing has happened so far. FlyQuest have no map control. Now they finally start to go towards mid. And half the round is gone. Literally half the round. They start to make some pressure up mid. But again, they had B main control, great, there's still Killjoy set up here. They don't have A main, they don't have mid, and time is ticking, right? Like, I'm trying to put the pressure on, but basically, yeah, the time is ticking. And Suzu takes a bit of a gamble here. They're kind of gambling towards B, because they know that's the control that FlyQuest have. In the end, FlyQuest, I mean, I would say FlyQuest gamble more than Zeta Division by ending up in A. But the problem is, Suzu took 1 kill by being a bit proactive, and after that, they're running into a site. Yes, that site is weak, but what's the difference this round? This round, they were different to the pistol. Sorry, I'll play this actually. It's going to be long. The difference is that compared to the pistol, they were relatively happy to play a retake on A / a flood that we're going to see, because they have spray guns, right? So with these guns, like they have Spectres, stuff like this, they are able to quickly break the wall, make pressure on enemies, and fast flood, right? You see here, the time has been so low that here they don't even think about, like, okay, we can spray them, we can get chip damage, we can play a slow retake. They're going to just go for it because the time is so low. And this was kind of, this is not the playing against the strength, the deadlock, but rather playing against the weaknesses of what are they missing. They're missing that extra KO knife, that extra utility that would bring, and it gives them a completely free bonus round, I'm going to be honest. Alright, so here we're also going to watch the start of round 4, just to understand that ZETA Division are ready for anything that FlyQuest can do, right? So overall here, on A, it doesn't look like they're super prepared for the rush, right? But it's again abusing to the weaknesses of FlyQuest. As we see, it's a small detail, but it's a very, very important one, right? Akko does not use her knife. Why is this? Because they are only 2, but they know that those 2 can stop and execute, right? If this is full KO flashes flying over the top, doing all this stuff, that's really hard, right? But you know what isn't hard? A Jet going with no flash. So what KO does is she saves the knife. She sees, hey, execute coming soon. Knife, GG execute. The Omen flash comes in. No one can leave main. Only Jet gets out. And also Akko throws her molly on top of this as well. And look at the execute. What is this execute? This is Donut taking a 1v1 against Sky with a Vandal when she has a Deagle. And that's the entire round. If she misses that kill, as obviously she did, she has the disadvantage. Round's done. Literally round done. And that's just, it's just great knowledge from ZETA that they know, hey, we're only 2 here, but as long as I keep this one important util to stop the execute is stopped. And it's really, it's big weakness of FlyQuest comp as well, right? They have to play slow, but if ZETA Division make them play too slow, they have no time, and then, oh my god, it's just messy, right? It's just messy. Alright, so we're going to finish off this game by taking a look at round 9. There was quite a lot of rounds from Suzu actually getting proactive, doing crazy stuff, but I think this one highlights it best, right? We don't need to watch everything, we got another game to cover. So let's take a look at this round. Basically, what they're going to do is here, they're going to set Suzu very early on an angle, right? And overall, they were very proactive this game, like as we saw in the bonus. Because as we know, FlyQuest do not have a lot of utils to control areas, right? So here, they literally know instantly, okay, Ev used the drone on mid, then boom, let's just take B. What can they do? They don't have anything more to contest it. So basically, Suzu takes fully B. Then ZETA Division are aware, hey guys, nobody B. Where are they? Probably going A. And, you know, I mean, not probably, they are going A. You have to know that. Basic of the game, but whatever. Here. So, Shock Dart's the trap for Jet to check even deeper. Now they get the info here, and they know, hey guys, it's A. So they put the KO nade, they try to make some time. In the end, they actually fail the site hold, right? So not everything is perfect from ZETA Division, we have to realize that. The site hold wasn't great, but because they had such early info, look at where they are. Killjoy, Sova on Heaven, KO on short. I don't know if she throws the flash, she actually doesn't throw the flash, but either way, they are 4 people here, and sorry, but FlyQuest did not have time to set up here. Deadlock traps are great, if you have time to set them up. She did not have time to set them up, so what happened is, ZETA Division swing out, they say, okay, let's fight before you have any setup, and boom, they're gone. In the end, we can I don't know however the round ends actually, I'm not sure. Do ZETA win? ZETA do win in the end. I mean, at the end, it's just the end of the round, right? Not about the comp or anything. But as we see, like, it was great what they did in terms of they take the early info, and then that means that if FlyQuest don't do their due diligence and play the round slowly, they can get caught by 4 people on A. 4 people! What can you do? Literally, they're just flooding out, they're swinging Heaven, you're not ready for that, you're not in the positions for that, and they catch them off guard. It was greatly played. So yeah, just quickly to recap the game from the game against FlyQuest, I think we can say that they did a lot of proactive moves from Jet. We didn't get to see that many, but they did a lot of, like, throughout these rounds here towards the end of the game, they did a lot of moves of just like Jet is trying to get a kill or get the deep info and do stuff like this so that either, you know, you kill an important agent like Sova, like Deadlock, so they have no more info, or they don't have that good post plant anymore, and stuff like this. And yeah, and as we saw as well, they did stuff like they really forced the clock down so that, okay, FlyQuest know they need to play slow and take control step by step, not get picked by the Jet. But then if you only have 20 seconds when you're onto the site, you just get flooded and you die. And yeah, I mean, I think it was just greatly played overall as well. The pistol, of course, they're aware that, hey, we have bad guns. Let's not retake into the deadlock wall. Let's retake from behind, right? A lot of good stuff here. And now, anyway, let's move on to the Falcons game. Moving on to the Falcons game, let's take a look again at the pistol round, because it tells us a lot about how do they read into the comp, right? So let's check the buy this time, okay? Remember last time, 3 Deagles. Today, 3 classics. They're buying up the utils, right? Omen Flash, 2 smokes, double Killjoy mollies on the site there, Flash, Shock Darts, you know, everything they need, right? Because why? Let's look at the comp from Falcons, okay? Instantly, ZETA understood this weakness and they abused it throughout the entire game, right? We should see this in kind of every round. But basically, Falcons do not have an entry duelist. Now, there are ways to kind of do different stuff or split, but bro, if you do not have Jet, you cannot go like this, and you cannot go like this, because you don't have someone to create space properly. And ZETA understand this from the first round, where they are playing triple people on B, 2 initiators to stop the push, and on A, they have a strong setup, Omen Flash, all this stuff to kind of make time and make a flood. So let's watch out the round. Basically, Falcons do a little cheeky fake on B, instantly KO knifes it, thinking like on the last map, right? We saw it, thinking, hey, I'm going to use my KO knife to stop the execute, but there's only a Yoru. So instantly after that, they understand, hey, it's a fake. We'll skip ahead a little bit. It goes into an A split, basically. Killjoy Molly gets opened, Omen flashes, they're making time. Great smoke here from Moko. And look at the CTs, look at them coming. Boom, 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 they're flying through heaven. And look, 1, 2, 3, they're all here. Moko's making a little bit of time. She knows, hey, as long as I stay alive, my teammates are all here. And look at them, they're flagging out. It's like, I don't know, power of friendship, right? They're all here together, and they're absolutely destroying Falcons, right? Because Falcons cannot really execute if you shut them down, okay? This round it was a bit different. It was a split. They didn't get shut down. They got flooded on instead. But this is what we're going to see throughout the game. That let's see a replay. Who got some kills here? Serena. Nice shot, girl. Nice 2 shots. Sheesh. Anyway, it's yeah, like this is what you got to do. You need to fight the Falcons, right? And we're going to see that for all the rest of the rounds we're going to watch here. So we're going to take a look at the bonus again, and what we're going to see is this is a completely different bonus to previous, right? So obviously we're looking at the guns Ghost, Spectre, Ares, blah blah blah. They do need to do something proactive this round, okay? They cannot just sit on, you know, on the sites and get hit. Because even though, as I said, Falcons don't have a great comp to execute, they're still going to do something this round. But as we're going to see, they're going to do it in the right way, okay? Like, overall, you don't want to do super gambly stuff against Falcons. Because if they take kills, they can take bomb sites for free. And you do not want to let them take bomb sites. So what they're going to do is they're going to contest on A main this round, okay? They're going to kind of let them take it, use a flash from Yoru, whatever. They're going to take control of A main, and they're going to refight them, okay? Knife's going to come in, so they cannot TP. Toki cannot TP. Owen Flash comes in. Nade comes in, and boom, freebie. It's honestly a freebie. And now we look at it. This is all the advantage they need to win the bonus, okay? Absolutely all the advantage. Like, forget the no entry duelist. Now they don't have a smoke. Also, how can they execute? I don't know. But basically, ZETA do a great job here by kind of taking a gamble as well, okay? One thing we're going to notice this round and the next round that we watch is the turret, okay? This is not so much about the comp, more kind of abusing weaknesses of Falcons as a team, actually. But either way, they kind of take the gamble on the turret, right? So if the turret is not broken, probably they're not coming B. And they just showed on A main, so probably they're not coming A. Probably they have to be in mid. And look where they are. They're set up for mid. So we're going to watch right now what happens in mid. If you guys were watching the game, you're gonna remember this crazy round. But basically, they try to work up mid. But kind of, you know, they don't really know what's happening on B, so it would be a bit crazy to just run out market. Instead, they hear, hey, these guys are running behind us. Maybe we should go back. You know, there's shots here left and right, and boom. Moko kills them all. Right? This is not really about the comp this round, but I just thought it was a great round, so let's take a look at it. And Moko is just crazy, bro. I don't know, I'm telling you, Moko, MVP for me on ZETA Division, actually. This girl's crazy. But, yeah, anyways, let's take a look at another round. Okay, so this is another round from ZETA, and again, as we see, it's just a default game, right? Overall, like, the number one thing is they want to contest like when it's, you know, normal buy rounds, right? They've got the guns, everything. They want to contest Falcons where? Here and here, because as I said, they cannot pass these places, right? So what they're going to do is basically they're playing standard, you know, they knife on A, whatever, check some info, put some smokes, and they're going to over rotate on the turret again, okay? So Sova here, she's gonna, I don't know, she put a shock turret maybe, I'm not sure what she does. But anyway, time comes, they think, hey, you know what? They didn't break the turret on B, but they might be ready for A. So basically their whole team gets set up and it's like, alright, let's hold A. We have to hold A at the choke point. If you let them get out, you know, you're giving them too much respect. They don't deserve to get out of the choke point, let's say, like that. So in the end, honestly, the hold doesn't go great, but we kind of see the same kind of things ZETA Division are doing. They're over-rotating and they're flooding because that's what they want to do. And again, I mean, this looks scuffed. Like they didn't do a great job here, but we can kind of analyze like the concept of what they're planning to do against the Falcons comp is good, right? So here, I mean, Madvi takes some good kills. Madvi unfortunately loses the ISO ult and kind of throws the round away. But anyway, the point is the over rotations and the stuff like this. And I left the arrow on the map for half the round. It's okay. So now we're going to check the final round from this game, and we're going to see a great setup here, honestly, actually, because we look at the ults, okay? One thing with Falcons is, I said they can't pass choke points. They can do straight executes, but it has to be using ultimates, okay? So they did a timeout here. I think, yeah, Falcons took a timeout after 4 rounds, you know, reasonable, and they decided, or ZETA coach or whoever, you know, they're realizing, hey, let's make an anti-Yoru ult setup, right? So how do they do this? The best utility to counter a push, right? Omen Flash, right? And this Omen is ready to over rotate anywhere and stop the rest of them on the choke point, okay? Yoru gets out, Yoru does whatever, but after that, no one is getting at the choke point, right? That's their plan. If they see any push coming, they're like, okay, Yoru, do what you like, man. You have your ult, fine. Get one kill, get whatever, but no one else is doing anything. No one else is getting at the choke point. They don't have the dash. They don't have, you know, I don't know, whatever. Yeah, they don't have a dash. They don't have satchels. They don't have neon like a monkey with a judge. So, you know, let's not give them any respect on this aspect. And as we see, B-Rush comes in, Yoru goes like crazy. Instantly, look at Moko, okay? She puts the smoke, and she comes in, and she's going to flash. Boom. Everybody's flash. Mary took a kill on Suzu, TP back. I think that was pretty good, 5v4. But after this, they're cooked, right? Because Falcons don't have some, like, they don't have, you know, info on mid with a Killjoy turret. They don't have anything. They kind of have to commit at this point after they took that frag. But you see, it's impossible for them, okay? They're trying to come out, but the Omen Flash delays them. And then they're holding in a crossfire. And the KO's already here from CT, spamming the smoke. Pops a right click. Akko comes out. Boom, 2 kills. Like, Falcons had no chance. Falcons had absolutely no chance. And, yeah, I mean, that just sucks for them, honestly. That sucks for them. So overall, let's recap kind of what happened against Falcons. I didn't show the rest of the rounds. There were some more retakes in there, but you know, like whatever. I think there's more ZETA division style rather than what Falcons are doing. But basically, to recap it all, right? Against Falcons, it was a bit different than against FlyQuest, right? Because they didn't against FlyQuest, you wanted to play proactive all the time, right? To kind of find those advantages and not let them get into a post fight. Or if they get there, make them uncomfortable, right? Make it low time. Make it one guy's picked off. Make it something like that, right? But against Falcons, you don't want to go proactive, right? You don't want to give them any chance. You don't want to give them chances, right? Because you know these guys are going to walk around and try to find picks because they cannot execute on the sites. And if they try, you need to be ready to shut them down. You know, KO knife ready, or this one we saw with the Omen Flash, right? Omen is literally playing CT, rotating back and forth to flash anything because that flash is so strong, right? And I just think it was great overall, like kind of how they played the Ascent to understand that, hey, let's play our style, right? I think ZETA division style is overall like, you know, sneaky. You let Suzu do some crazy stuff, but also they adapted themselves to that, right? And I think the best rounds to watch that was the pistols, right? That's what we saw. The one thing as well that we can really understand that, hey, they did not play proactive against the Falcons comp was about the Jet, right? Like, Suzu played insane, okay? She did all the different moves. She played really proactive because they only had one initiator, right? They didn't have a lot of info. They didn't have flashes. So Jet walked around the map, took positions, took kills, and made sure it was a very, very uncomfortable life for FlyQuest. And as we see, they didn't get many rounds on T-side. But if we watch against Falcons, Suzu didn't do much. She played good, obviously. She took first bloods, whatever. But she was chilling, okay? For me, you could clearly see that her game plan, like the coach or whoever came up with this, maybe IGL, I don't know who's IGL on ZETA, honestly. But clearly they knew that, hey, Suzu, this game, you should, like against FlyQuest, you should go crazy. Against Falcons, no need. Just sit and hold the site. Because if they make a crossfire and you have no one to create the space, it doesn't matter what the agents are, right? That's the thing about Valorant that's interesting, where it's like, sometimes it's all about the utilities, all about the crazy stuff, but sometimes too, it's just like, make a crossfire. Right? And you guys can, this is what you guys can take into your rank games, right? If you play against a team, any map, honestly, but I said it was good here. You play against a team, they don't have a Jet and they have like solo duelist Reyna. Bro, forget about what agent you're playing. Take your 2 guns, make this crossfire, and what can they do? They can't do anything. They're going to throw a Reyna flash, throw whatever. But this is, nothing compares to a true dive, right? A true Jet dash. And this is why agents like Jet and Raze and now Neon kind of are so prevalent in the meta, because it's so hard to play without one. And you know, I think Falcons got completely punished for that. And I think same for FlyQuest. I mean, I really like the Deadlock comp, but I think they didn't play great. And I think ZETA had a great game plan against it. And yeah, I mean, overall, I'm really excited to see how ZETA division does overall. Like, they've gone now, they're on top 6, right? Like, that's a good finish already. But maybe they can go for more. I think they play the loser of this game. I'm not sure. But anyway, we'll find out, right? And yeah, thanks guys for watching.